Hyperlab में अमन गुप्ता ने पैसा डाला है. It says this is a sport tech brand. Unlock peak performance with the best in sports tech. Measure your progress with customizable drills and precision analytics. So ये क्या करता है? Is this a camera? Ah, look at this.
This is like it the laser moves and you have to get to the laser point and then it measures the efficiency of your speed or your what how many calories you're burnt and everything.
Wow, this is interesting tech यार. यार स्पोर्ट्स में मैंने देखा है the innovations which happening actually are fairly interesting. ये काफी सुपर नीश चला जाता है but there you can actually charge a premium और उसमें scalability भी है कि it might actually if you actually innovate well you might end up becoming a best practice or a standard. So Hawkeye which we use in cricket is actually used in tennis as well.
First of all, my appreciation to the people who have created the website. I've just been scanning the website. It's good. I mean, it's very compelling. Let's move on deeper. The other exciting thing about this is that, this is within the affordable range. Pricing, I could not find. There's a get Helio button. You actually have to, it might be customized pricing. But if it's affordable, then it could, this and startups like this could change the sporting scenario in India. I don't know. If it's a B2B or B2C is difficult to categorize, but I would guess it would be more towards institutions and
Yeah.
training institutes
देखो ना
and
gyms,
stadiums
we are focusing gyms and probably sports
and
institutions,
gyms.
not
Exactly.
B2C.
So it
This has
needs
to be B2B.
B2B.
ये देखो तो
It's a
35,000
B2B
का है.
place. Definitely one.
This is 35,000. This is a cost of a smartphone. And इसमें अगर आप EMI पे देते हो to a gym or a sports this thing कि 12 महीने में रिकवर करो 3,000 रुपए महीना यार.
Well, actually, this is kind of a space we have been tracking for last 4 5 years. We made couple of investments. The problem which we think we face is that people don't want to pay for it because this becomes more like ancillary to whatever gym you're doing, or let's say because there was the smart sensor for bat and everything which came up. There are few people who tend to use, but getting a recurring revenue out of it has been a challenge when you are putting a sports analytics thing. And generally, that tends to work for only a handful of high-end athletes or high-end guys. At the grassroots level, it's the adoption is pretty low. So most of the companies are struggling to get meaningful revenue out.
पर ये तो कॉस्ट ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट वर्सेस आरओआई के ऊपर भी आ जाता है ना कि एक तो होता है कि
ROI is not something which is very visible out here.
See, this, I think the price what we are seeing, right, is only for the hardware. How they will be making money, like I'm not sure, but my understanding is that first they will sell the hardware, and then monthly there will be some kind of fees what they will be charging for the insights, right? The bigger question in gym is that let's suppose there are 1,000 guys in the gym, or let's suppose 100 guys in the gym. How would you differentiate the insights for each of the guys, right? So eventually, if they want to make money, I mean, I'm not like sure what they pitched, but if they want to sell the insights for each of the guys, right, then I think they would basically expect money from each of the guys, right, who are there. Now, this kind of startup, right, they work very very well in UK, US because they have a lot of sports, and there they make a lot of money, right? So very simple example, if let's suppose we think about football in UK, they the clubs make huge money, right, in millions of dollars, right? But in India, football clubs don't make money, so they don't want to put money into these kind of things because they are in loss right now. IPL makes money, but football and basically different sports, they are not making money. When these kind of sports are making money, right, I'm sure at that time like startups like these will grow very very fast.
I don't know whether they charge for the data, very frankly. मुझे तो लग रहा है डिवाइस से ही बना रहे हैं और data is something which comes for free. Probably उसके ऊपर वो more detailed analysis के लिए शायद कुछ ले सकते हैं, but that's a great freemium, not a freemium, but upselling opportunity for these
But
people.
yeah, but the thing is, if the gym is buying it, is the customer going to pay for it?
No,
Because
but
it's
for the
not.
gym, the money. अच्छा मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि ये जो है ना ये कस्टमर डिलाइट की चीज है और मैं चार अगर मान
No,
लो
no, but
मेरे पास
data is my own. And if I have to track a data, my progress over a month, over a 2 month, it will track the data over a period of time.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it
yeah. I
is.
agree.
That you may start slow, then it will increase the speed as your stamina grows. So it will work with you over a period of time. So
Hmm.
it is customized to that extent.
Hmm.
Now, who will pay? Now, will the gym charge the customer, guys, or the customer has to pay to Hyperlab? And I'm sure Hyperlab, if they're not having data with them, then there's no game. They're
Data
just
का
a hardware seller.
डेटा का ही गेम है ये पूरा का
Data,
पूरा.
so data is the key, and if they have to, then it is a subscription model running on top of that.
Hmm.
It's not clear. I think Hari is absolutely correct. The other thing that occurs to me is it's really app driven. If it's app driven, then there has to be a data issue, and in that terms, that what we need to be clear is how are they going to handle the data, and more particularly what happens to the data in terms of data privacy. With those laws in place, I think they will not be using the data. They will probably be saying only that particular customer will have access to that data. The other point that occurs to me here is that as a person who has used technology to get out of a very deep medical hole from August to today, I use my smartwatch to keep track of my daily activities, and it was a key aspect of my recovery. So the discerning customers will definitely be there. The question that Harry, I think Harry, you said, what's the size of the market? I'm not in a position to
That
say because
even I have a this thing
not
यार
a
ये
so
unless and until they're looking at a GTM in which they want to capture, I mean there has to be population across, तभी जा करके फिर आपका उतना वॉल्यूम बनेगा.
So one of the things, like I think, and I am just picking up from what you said, right? So this is like a medical kind of a industry
Hmm.
where the problem occurs is that you're going to multiple doctors, right? And then you're getting operated into a third hospital. Now the problem is unless you do have an integrated technology across doctors and hospitals, a patient is not getting a consistent data. Now, once I look at this, my daughter uses some of these gadgets. The problem is her academy uses that particular gadget, right? But once she goes to play the tournaments, those tournaments are not using this particular thing, right? So it becomes more like my daughter using it like a Fitbit, where she needs to keep it consistent across the formats or across the playgrounds, right?
Hmm.
So the academy pushing this kind of a product generally is not working because there is a disconnect or discontinuity which tends to happen once you move from academy to other academy, or when you are playing in professional level where the grounds don't have these capabilities, only your academy has.